Yesterday I worked for probably a couple hours. I didn't really keep track of the time. But I worked for a couple hours trying to finish this flower bed out front that I planted. I think I ended up planting 8 tomatoes and 4 basil plants in, and then I was going to plant some marigold in this afternoon. But I hadn't even taken the time to record because it was kind of dark, or it was getting late, so it was getting kind of dark. So I didn't even get a picture of it done, but come out this afternoon. I went out back into the back garden this morning, but I hadn't come out front. And something got into every hole except they left 2 basil plants. It got into this tomato hole too, but the tomato's still there. That's the only tomato that I still see. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the other ones or not. I don't know what it was that tore these up. I don't think it was my cats, because like the plastic marker that I put in with what tomato kind it was, they ate one of those. So I don't know if it was a raccoon or what. There's way easier food around here for raccoons than digging up holes. Cause I get lazy a lot of times, and I just put enough cat food out back. That way they always have it, or most of the time they have it. So the raccoon could have easily went on the back porch, if that's what it was, and ate. So now I get to try to find my other 7 tomato plants. Several hours of work digging these holes and getting this previously. I mean, it was just yard before. I could have spent several hours for pretty much nothing. There's a basil plant here. There was a tomato plant there. A tomato plant here, there. And there's that plastic tag I was talking about. The corner of it is all chipped up. I don't know what the world. And then there was one there, the one that's still standing there, and there. Now, this was kind of an experiment bed for me in another way, because I had recently watched Green Dream Project, where they made a sunken bed. Now they're in a way different climate than we are, but it does get dry here, and not that you could tell that this spring, but now that it's summer, it's dry. So I was hoping that this would retain water, and help retain the water. And I was gonna make some Oya pots that like they had made, put in theirs. I just found the first missing tomato plant, but it's looking pretty sad. So I'm gonna put it back in the ground, try to give it plenty of water, and we'll see what happens. So I did manage to find all of them. Some of them are looking pretty rough. I don't know if they're gonna make it. I think some of them will probably make it. Before I break all this up, I wanted to show what had happened to my sunken bed experiment with my 8 tomatoes that I planted in here. 2 nights ago, they got dug up and I fixed it. See, that would have been, today's Thursday, it was Tuesday. Well, last night something got into them again, and I don't know if it's the same thing. I suspect it is, but I'm just going to rake it under, because the tomatoes, they were at least 4 of them had died. They were gone yesterday morning when I looked, or it looks like they weren't going to make it through the day. So I'm just going to rake this under. I'm probably gonna try to transplant those 4 basils. I'm not sure why they dug in it again last night, because I didn't put anything else in it. I just had put the eggs, or I didn't put any more eggs in. I had just put the tomatoes back in the holes and watered them, but I did it again. So this bed is just a fail, I guess, for this year. I'm going to rake it up, then put some either grass seed or some kind of cover crop and just mow it under in a few weeks when it starts to grow back. I'm really upset about this because I had put in a couple hours of time digging that up and getting it all ready, but we spent like 20 bucks of soil because with that clay soil here, you just can't really, you can grow in it, but it's a lot easier to replace the soil. So I had to replace most of the soil. It's just a fail. Maybe the quickest gardening fail I've ever done, but live and learn.